Good morning, everybody. We are back. We are back. The show is called a TBR Solutions Sports Forum. Sorry about this. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from TBR Solutions. You know how we do it, so I'm sure you have noticed that we have improved in our studio a little bit, so that we keep on improving whatever that we do. I'm sure most of you are tired after yesterday, which was the 16th of December holiday. And then I was down in Lihuruzi, in the northwest, quite a distance. I was going to witness a wedding of my neighbor, and then Mavuso Ngwane, Lungis Ngwane. He was getting married to his the loved ones, Matapelo. What a nice ceremony. So I drove all the way down there with my wife and a neighbor and a granddaughter. And then, yeah, when he came back, well, fortunately enough, one is in touch with what is happening in terms of neighborhood groups and so on. Then I was aware that there was load shedding from 2 o'clock and so on. So on my way here, when I arrived here, I think it was about 7:45 or so in the evening, only to find we have locked the key inside. I could not get inside. And then now, what happened? But we're still in darkness. There was no electricity again. So I had to hang around a little bit and then phone the locksmith to come and unlock. They came here around about 10:30. And then, yeah, it became very difficult. Then the next thing, here I am, I entered to 11 o'clock at night. And then before you can go and sleep, there are a few things, loose ends that you need to close up and all that. End up sleeping very, very late. And then, but I had to wake up again because I have to do the show, because you can't postpone your assignment. That's very, very important. The reason why I'm telling you this story, the Big R Solutions, it's a financial company, but we are largely teaching the principles, all right? As you know that the Big R stands for all the positive R words, all right? The principles of how to lead life in a way that it will work for you. It's easy for one to say, no, 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 let me sleep a little bit. And then, but you can't do that because you still have to deliver what you're supposed to deliver. So I had to wake up and do what I'm supposed to do. So there's no excuse. I always emphasize, I always tell people and say, minutes, time is important. I need to account for each and every minute that I use. So that is why I continue to do this. And unfortunately, I can't get the guys, but I understand some of them. Maybe I know Sheikh's told me that together with Roger Fetumba, they're somewhere in Pretoria, mainland. Um, they've been booked there, for a weekend, by the hotel there. And then so that, to watch the game of the final between Argentina and France. So yeah, and yeah, but the man has to do what a man has to do, and then I can get other guys, Tabino or Tabiki, a new guy that has come in, very very effective young man. Apparently, still has a load shedding wherever he is. So the beat goes on. There's no way we stop. We need to continue. All right. Now, today, I just want us to look at the final. Argentina and France. All right. They're playing tomorrow. Others have dubbed it Mbappe versus Messi. All right. So I don't know whether it's like that or not. And then I tried to watch various media houses to hear the arguments. And so that I hear how do they, view things. Remember, they have their opinion too. We also have our opinion. And then all our opinion are subjective. And then, but we need to try our best to be as objective as possible. And then I wanted to hear what they say. Of course, I watch ESPN, some few programs and see. And then I see there's an unanimous decision among the panelists that, you know what, there's no way you can compare Messi with Mbappe. They say Messi's at another level, of which I agree with them. I agree with them. Mbappe is a very promising youngster, and then he's gonna do well. And then what I like what they said was, irrespective of what results, Messi has already set his bar to another level. I fully agree to that and say Messi's at another level, And then whether he wins this World Cup or not, he has already, earned that title of the GOAT, all right? But it would be nice to see him winning, all right? But you can imagine Mbappe winning it. That would also be nice because look at it this way. Mbappe is still very young. Remember I said at some point, Mbappe is the only guy currently whom I think stand a chance of breaking Pele's record of 3 World Cups. So if he wins this one, it will bring him closer to that one, all right? So it will be nice. And then what about Lloris? Lloris, if he wins this World Cup, he will be the first national captain to lift the World Cup in twice in a row. It has never happened in any football history. So it's good on both sides. So it's good for Argentina to win it, because some of us are wishing that Messi can win it. But it's football, anything can happen. It's also good if the French can win it, as I've already indicated. It will bring Mbappe closer to the goal of breaking Pele's record. Not only that, Lloris, But if you look at the game, I'm sure you also have an opinion. And then you're also intelligent enough to analyze. I'm just wondering what's going to happen, because I see Mbappe coming from the left-hand side and then facing, I don't know whether he's going to face Acuna, but if he faces Acuna, I think Acuna is going to have problems, all right, because Mbappe's speed is terrifying. The only guy seems to be able to go toe-to-toe with him is Kyle Walker. And then maybe Molina should go that side. And then, but on the other side, the right-hand side, you still have Dembele. Who's going to play there? Is it Traga or is it going to Acuna? Because Dembele too's got speed. But with Dembele, Dembele is not a big of a problem because his ball control sometimes is a suspect. And then, so I think Argentina need to capitalize on that. My worry with Argentina, their defense is not so quick, all right? But let me tell you something that I've noticed over the past few games. What's his name again? Who's playing the central defense? I'll try to remember his name again. Whom I've been complaining that is very slow, but I see has improved quite a lot. A former Man City United, and then, player. And then, so we'll see. So this game is going to be hung in. So I don't know if Molina is going to play deep just to run with Mbappe, or is he going to attack? I wonder what's going to happen. But the good thing about this game, the two teams, both of them, they don't have rough players. But with Argentina, you have the middle of the pack, guys who are a little bit rough, all right? And then, and Mbappe, if you unsettle him because he likes complaining a lot, maybe that could be another tactic. But Barcelona, now listen, I'm saying Barcelona, but Argentina likes to play football. So I don't think they will be concentrating on those tough tackles. And then, but other teams, they use that as a tactic to say, let's intimidate. Let's make sure that you don't play. And then, like if you have a player like Neymar and Mbappe who always like to complain, so they irritate them to set them off of the game. But if they really want to close Mbappe, maybe what they need to do, if they can apply offside trap very well, then Mbappe will be neutralized. Yes, Dembele might be a threat, as I said, but I know Dembele, his last ball is a bit of a problem. What about the French? You have Giroud, a very underrated striker, but Olivier Giroud has proven to be a deadly striker. But I must be honest, I've been following Olivier Giroud since he was at Arsenal. I've always believed that the guy is a good player. He can control the ball, he can pass, he can head the ball, he can shoot. The only problem with him is he's not quick. He's very slow, but he's a deadly player. And then you still have Anthony Griezmann in terms of the pockets. Anthony Griezmann used the pockets very well. I listened to Zabaleta. Zabaleta said, you know why Messi is playing well this time? Is because Alvarez is like he's saying to Messi, don't run, I'll run for you. All right. And then you can just relax. We'll use you when we need you, we go forward. So that has made Messi to save his energy. And for him to save his energy, that has made Messi to be deadly. That is why we see that the man is doing well, I'm just looking forward to who's going to be the man of the tournament at this coming World Cup. I just want to share with you the top goal scorers as far as this World Cup is concerned. Both Lionel Messi and Mbappe are at one with 5 goals, but Messi with 3 assists, so that is why he's on top. Mbappe with 2 assists, Giroud no assist, and Alvarez with 0 assist. Now, the Alvarez story is a very interesting story. Remember this young man, they started him on the bench. He was not playing. The first choice was always Lorato Martinez. But when the young man was given an opportunity, he did what he's supposed to do. He grabbed it with both hands. He's running, And I'm sure PSG coach and PSG players are taking notes. If you want to really, really benefit out of Messi, run for him. Make sure that you allow him to run. Make sure that he doesn't run. Let him save that energy. And once he saves that energy, and then when the time comes for him to sprint, I'm telling you, you'll get marvelous results. I also watch him, some few interviews about him. What I like about Messi, he's always humble. He always like to humble himself. And then he was talking that he's talking about the team. He doesn't talk about himself. He's happy. They've done well. They've won the Copa America. This group, they grew together. And then they've been strong since from 2014. That was his argument. Moreover, that they ran about 36 games unbeaten. And then he says that made them strong. But it sounds like somebody who's playing the last World Cup, the way he talks. And then he also acknowledged the fact that he has grown up now, he has changed his game, and he still says he will continue to change his game. He says this is what he does all the time. He says he doesn't stop analyzing, all right? Now, what does that mean? It's one of the R words. You reflect and review where you have done mistakes. So I'm sure people can learn, even in your life, your general life. It's very important that you sit back, reflect, review, and then rectify whatever you need to rectify. This is what Messi said. And then remember, Tabiso, who was supposed to be with us, we've got our page on Facebook, which is called TBR Solutions Sports Forum 2. And then I invite people to join that sports forum. We debate football, we share football news. Lionel Messi has become the first player to both score and assist in 4 separate World Cup matches since 1966 edition. This is amazing, man. This guy continued to break records after record. That was in 2006 against Serbia, and in 2022 against Mexico. 2022, all they were in 2022. 2022 in Netherlands and 2022 in Croatia. So I think on Tuesday, if we do the show, I'll show you the numbers of the goals that he has scored in 2022 for both country and the club. So this man is amazing. So whoever still doubts that this man is a GOAT, well, at your own peril. I think Lionel Messi has done enough to prove a point. When I listened to that interview, he was talking about what's going to happen. He said, well, I went to Paris. I never expected it. It caught me by surprise. And then because I was used to an environment, the weather, the language in Barcelona, I was happy there and I was prepared to stay. All of a sudden, I had to leave to go to France, go to learn a new culture and so on. He said it was very difficult. Even the weather was giving him difficulties, but he says now he has adjusted. He also sounds as if he is really, really happy now at PSG. So I don't know whether that gives us any indication that is he gonna renew his contract with PSG. We know that PSG is already preparing a contract for him. They want to talk to him after World Cup. And then, yeah, a lot of people are interested. I know Man City or the English football, they want him to go there, especially if he goes to Man City. And then we know this Miami story. We know that Barcelona. And then, well, at the end of the day, Messi will make a decision. But if you ask me, I would say, Messi, go back to Barcelona. Go and finish what you started. And then after that, go to old boss in Argentina. Honor them, then come back. And come back and take an important role. I know you said you want to be in a technical side of things, maybe scouting players or train the youngsters. And then, yeah, maybe that's what he should do. Well, I don't know whether you'll go to America. That is his choice. He's going to make a lot of money if he goes there. Just like Cristiano Ronaldo, good news, we know that Cristiano Ronaldo is currently training now with at what you call is training at Bernabeu facilities. Thanks to Real Madrid, they allowed him to train there to keep fit. And then I hear people saying Ronaldo might not come back. You know, I still believe that Ronaldo will play. I still believe that Ronaldo may play the last World Cup. That guy has, you know what? He has a nerve of steel. That guy is so determined. You know, just like Paul Pogba said. Paul Pogba said, uh, Paul Pogba said, Paul Pogba said, this guy is so disciplined. He's so disciplined to a point whereby he's so disciplined to a point whereby he has never seen such a disciplined person ever in his life. And of course, we all know how disciplined Cristiano Ronaldo is. That is why I'm saying I'm certain the man will continue and finish. Now, may the best team win. And then I don't know where your money is. Well, anyone can win, but I wish that Argentina win for Messi. I know a lot of people are wishing for that. Neymar said it himself. A lot of people, a lot of players, even current players. You know, I know Van Dijk deep down is one of those who showed that he won't be disappointed if Messi wins it. And then, yeah, because the man has done a lot for our football. So it would be nice to crown him with the World Cup. If he wins World Cup, he's head and shoulder above even Maradona. All right, because I think that's the only difference now between him and Maradona. But for me, the man has done a lot. So I don't know where your money is. Do you think France can win it? But don't be surprised. France can surprise us. You know, even Argentina can surprise us. So, but I want to say to you, thank you very much for continuing to subscribe, making comments. I really appreciate because you take your time to tune in and listen, and then because your time is valuable. Remember, I spoke of time earlier on, so your time is very valuable. So I wish you good luck for the festive season, and then yeah, let the beat goes on. Wish you all a bit, you know, and then yeah, and then thank you for being with us, and then check us on the Facebook, check us on other social media network, and then Twitter and so on, and then follow us, you know, and we'll try our best. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from TBR. A TBR Solution is a financial company. This time I'm doing a financial slot. Today I want to speak to members of GPF or government employees. Remember, when you are government employees, the person who handle or the institutions that handle your pension is GPF. So those are the people that I intended talking to. But I want to talk to people who are 55 years and above. I'll tell you why am I saying that. Remember, when you are 55 and you resign before your pension age, because according to GPF, you must pension at the age of 60 and above. If earlier than that, you are being penalized. Now, let me explain how much you are being penalized. You'll be penalized 0.33% every month from the month you resign until you reach the age 60. Let me give you an example. You're 55. You are pensioning now in January 2023. Now they are going to start penalizing you from January 2023 if you resign at 55 and you go, which is earlier than pension date. They are going to charge you 0.33% every month until you reach the age of 60. That's the amount that they're going to penalize you. But now, the option that I'm going to give you, which is an alternative, you are going to resign, but transfer the money to an independent and accredited fund. And that fund is Allen Gray. Allen Gray is a stable company, which is JSE listed, and is also listed in the UK stock market. The company has been there for 50 years, so they are solid. So once you go with them, you stand a chance of getting 2 1/3. But that's your choice. You can get 1/3, the first one. And if you feel that you still want another one, you can get the second one. All right? And the most importantly, you'll continue to get the monthly annuity income, just like the other organization on top of that. So I'll show you more details if you contact us, and then if I show you, all right? Not only that, when we work, we want to leave a legacy. We want to leave our money with the loved ones, the children, whoever. But this is the beauty. With us, with Allen Gray, you'll be able to choose who do you want to nominate. There is that flexibility. You'll also be able to choose how much you want to earn. You are not going to be told that we have 5 million, you are going to earn 30,000. That's not what you are going to be told. You choose how much you want to earn. And your beneficiary, they'll also choose how much they want to earn. All right? They are not going to be restricted due to age. All right? That when you're 23 and above, there's no money that you're supposed to get. And there's no capping. Because on the other side, what is happening? The money is kept. Your children will get the money, but it's kept at 10%. What does that mean? If you are earning 30,000, your children will get 3,000. The more children you have, the lesser they will get. What do I mean by that? If you have 4 children and you are earning 30,000, you are earning 30,000 as a member, and your spouse was earning half of it, your children are going to get 3,000. They are going to split that 3,000 into 4. So each child will get 750 a month. But take note, when they are 23 years, it stops. With us, it doesn't stop. They can be 60 or 70, they will continue to get their money. All right? It's up to them. It's their choice. But not only that. Remember, I said they will also continue to get income, monthly income if they want. But this is another beauty. You know, the challenges that I have, people say, no, we get medical aid for life, and then we get money for the days and all that. Then there was this chap who was paying 12,000 to medical aid. I'm not going to mention the medical aid. Then the guy said to me, I'm paying about 12,000 from my pocket. I've got 7 children. It's myself and my wife. We are 9. But the medical aid said they cannot take my firstborn because he's 35. He's an adult. And then it's paying 12,000. Then I said, no, if you go with us, I'm dealing with other stakeholders who are helping me with medical aid, who are specializing in that field. They can see your medical aid and try to compare and match if they match, or better it if they better it. Guess what? I got a medical aid for him. And that medical aid, he was going to, from his pocket, he was going to pay 7,200. Over and above, that child who was out was included. So 9 people were covered. Not only that, that medical aid has what you call the home-based care nurse. Remember, sometimes people get terminal illness, they can't do anything, they can't go to the toilet and all that. So they need some people who give them a full-time attention. So that medical aid allows them to have a home-based care, but it's subject to approval, okay? Now, when this home-based care comes, we'll do everything. You know, clean the person and all that until the last day of that person comes. So that's the medical aid that I gave me for 7,200. This guy, I saved him 4,800 rand. No subsidy was getting. With that 4,800, you invest it and increase the income for yourself. It's up to you, all right? So that's the flexibility that I'm talking about. And not only that, I have plenty that I can show you that will definitely shock you. But do me a favor, when you see at the end of the show, you'll see a WhatsApp number, and our website is down there on the banner. Just go to our website, just try to understand what is the Big R solution is. All right? Although in future, our website is going to be www.tbr.solutions with S at the end, so that it's simpler and very easy. But it doesn't matter whether you use www.thebigrsolution or www.tbr.solutions, they'll come to us. Then you can be able to see who we are. Not only that, all right? And then you can also drop me a WhatsApp, and I'll come back to you, call you for free. You don't have to call me, or my office will call you for free. WhatsApp number is there at the end of the show, and then 067-915-1447. 067-915-1447. Drop us a WhatsApp, and then we'll come back to you. Then we'll talk to you. You know what? If you want to do it, you must take action. People who change the world are the people who take action. It's easy to talk, but it's difficult to implement. I thank you.